The city lights glittered outside, but inside Sarah's small apartment, the only light came from a single, sparsely decorated Christmas tree. It was 2 weeks before Christmas, and the festive cheer felt like a cruel joke. Just that morning, the crisp white envelope on her desk had delivered a soul-crushing blow. Fired. The word echoed in her mind. A cold, sharp sound that drowned out the carols playing faintly from a neighbor's window. How could this happen, especially now? She looked at her 7-year-old son, Leo, who was sleeping soundly in his bed, a picture of innocence. His Christmas list was short, just a toy car and a book about space, simple wishes that now felt like impossible luxuries. Sarah was a single mother. His world revolved around her, and she had just failed him. Tears welled up in her eyes, hot and stinging. She'd worked so hard as a graphic designer, putting in extra hours, sacrificing weekends, all to build a stable life for them. And just like that, it was gone. The company was downsizing. They'd said it wasn't personal, they'd claimed. But it felt deeply personal. It felt like the world was telling her she wasn't good enough. She sank onto the worn-out sofa, burying her face in her hands. The weight of it all was crushing. The rent was due, bills were piling up, and now, no income. Panic clawed at her throat. She had some savings, but they would barely last a month. Christmas was supposed to be a time of joy and hope, but all she felt was a profound, gut-wrenching despair. She thought about her own childhood, the warmth of her mother's kitchen, the smell of baking gingerbread, the feeling of absolute security. It was everything she wanted to give Leo, and it was slipping through her fingers like sand. She took a deep breath, trying to push the panic away. Crying wouldn't solve anything. She needed a plan. She got up and walked to her laptop, the screen's glow illuminating her determined face. She would update her resume, polish her portfolio, and start applying for jobs first thing in the morning. She wouldn't let this defeat her. For Leo, she had to be strong. She spent the next few hours working, fueled by coffee and a desperate hope. She redesigned her portfolio website, showcasing her best work. The vibrant logos and sleek designs she had poured her heart into. Each project was a piece of her, a testament to her passion and skill. The next few days were a blur of applications and rejections. We've decided to move forward with other candidates. The position has been filled. Each email was a small, sharp jab at her dwindling confidence. The festive decorations around the city seemed to mock her. Happy families ice skating, shoppers laden with gifts. It all felt like a world away. Allow. Sensing her sadness, would often come and wrap his small arms around her legs, looking up with his big brown eyes. "It's okay, Mommy," he'd say, his voice a balm to her frayed nerves. "Santa will still come." His unwavering faith was both beautiful and heartbreaking. One evening, after another day of fruitless job searching, Sarah was staring blankly at the wall. The savings account was shrinking. The pressure was mounting. She felt a familiar wave of hopelessness wash over her. Was she just not good enough? Were her dreams of giving Leo a good life just that, dreams? Just as she was about to let the tears fall again, there was a knock on the door, a sharp, firm rap that startled her. Who could that be? She wasn't expecting anyone. Wiping her eyes, she walked to the door and peered through the peephole. A woman stood there, impeccably dressed in a stylish coat, holding a sleek tablet. Sarah didn't recognize her. Cautiously, she opened the door a crack. "Can I help you?" she asked. The woman smiled warmly. "Are you Sarah Jenkins?" she asked, her voice calm and professional. "Yes," Sarah replied, her guard still up. "My name is Eleanor Vance. I'm the CEO of Creative Visions. I saw your portfolio online, and I have to say, I was incredibly impressed." Sarah blinked, confused. Creative Visions was one of the top marketing agencies in the city, a place she had only dreamed of working. She'd sent them an application days ago, but hadn't expected to hear back, let alone have the CEO show up at her door. "My portfolio?" she stammered. Eleanor nodded, her smile widening. "Your work on the Starlight Cafe branding. It's brilliant. The way you blend modern aesthetics with a classic feel. It's exactly the kind of talent we're looking for. We have an urgent project, a major national campaign, and our lead designer just went on unexpected medical leave. We need someone who can step in immediately." She held up her tablet, showing Sarah a preliminary design brief. "I know this is unorthodox," showing up like this, but I believe in acting fast when I see great potential. Your vision, your style, it's perfect for this." Sarah was speechless. Her mind was racing. Was this real? Was this a dream? She looked from Eleanor's earnest face to the tablet, then back again. The project was huge, the kind of opportunity that could define a career. I was just let go from my job," Sarah admitted, her voice trembling slightly. His expression softened. "I know. I heard through a mutual acquaintance. And frankly, their loss is about to be my gain. Sarah, I'm not just offering you a temporary project. I'm offering you the senior designer position at Creative Visions. If you're willing to come in tomorrow and show us what you can do with this campaign, the job is yours." Tears streamed down Sarah's face. But this time, they were tears of overwhelming relief and gratitude. It felt like the sun had just broken through the darkest storm clouds. "Yes," she managed to say, her voice thick with emotion. "Absolutely yes." The next morning, Sarah walked into the gleaming offices of Creative Visions with a renewed sense of purpose. She poured every ounce of her creativity and energy into the campaign, her ideas flowing effortlessly. The team was amazed by her talent and her work ethic. By the end of the day, the contract was signed. The salary was more than she had ever made before. That evening, when she got home, Leo ran to hug her. "Mommy, you look so happy," he exclaimed. Sarah knelt down and hugged him tight, burying her face in his hair. "I am, baby. I really am." She had a stable, exciting new job at her dream company. She could pay the bills. She could give Leo the Christmas he deserved, and so much more. On Christmas morning, the space under their little tree was filled with presents. The toy car and the space book were there, along with a few other surprises. As Leo ripped open his gifts with squeals of delight, Sarah sat back, sipping her coffee, a deep sense of peace settling over her. The past few weeks had been a terrifying roller coaster, a test of her strength and resilience. She had hit rock bottom, but she had refused to stay there. She had fought back with everything she had. That knock on the door wasn't just a job offer. It was a reminder that even in our darkest moments, hope can appear in the most unexpected ways. It was proof that talent, hard work, and a refusal to give up can turn things around. Sometimes when one door closes, a much grander one is waiting to be opened. Sarah's story isn't just about getting a job. It's about the power of perseverance and the incredible strength of a mother's love. It's a reminder to all of us to never, ever lose hope. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. See you next time.